Hi, I'm EllaAradia and welcome to July 2025 Psychic Tarot Love Reading. So this reading is for my Leo fire signs. This is a love reading and it's for those of you who are already connected with someone, even if you're currently in no contact with your person. This will be a very specific message, so it may not resonate with all of you. If it feels right, then it's meant for you. Otherwise, you may want to check out the readings for your other placements, so Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And before we jump in, I just want to say a big thank you to all of you who are supporting my channel by liking and subscribing. So if you enjoy this reading and you haven't already done that, please do, as it helps the channel out a lot. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and then of course you can get notified when the next videos are up. So Leo, let's jump in. Okay. So I'm immediately feeling just this really uplifted, positive, assertive energy that's coming into the space here. And even if that's not how you're feeling right now, Leo, I feel that that is your true nature. I feel like you're someone who likes to be out there, you like to get involved, be social, and, really just love being in that spotlight. And I feel for many of you, you are in a connection where you're almost with someone who's your opposite. As I feel, a very introverted energy. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with that. It feels more like this is just that person's personality or their way of being. And for many of you Leos, I feel like there is this sense of feeling like you're carrying the connection. And to me, it feels like something that, started off pretty well. And there still is something that you've both been getting from this, which is the security, the stability of, being in a connection. For some of you, it avoids having to be alone. And that doesn't mean, it's not real or there aren't, real feelings here. There are. But it served a purpose. And what started off okay, even though you had very different, personality types, I feel is now something that is starting to get in the way of the connection. So sometimes it can work, when you're with somebody who's very different to you, we can draw out these different sides from each other. And we can harmonize with that. And sometimes we can't anymore. So with your overall energies, we have the Devil, which is all about unhealthy connections, toxic patterns, relationships. And sometimes, we can stay in something which is maybe not ideal. It might not be healthy in some way. And we do that sometimes because to step out of that and make a move into the unknown is sometimes more scary. Or, there is a fear that we're perhaps avoiding facing by doing that. So the Devil is really a call to work on your shadow and work on, those insecurities and those fears, those limiting beliefs that, might be holding you back from, moving into a more complete and whole space in yourself. So with your person's view of you, we have justice, their feelings, the Tower, and their intentions, the Wheel of Fortune. This feels really karmic to me. And I very much get the sense that you've connected with each other to help each other learn really valuable soul lessons. And the Justice card in love is all about fairness. It comes in, and really kind of cuts through a situation to bring balance and fairness. And in love, it's a card about staying true to you. And so I feel like your person with the Tower here, there is this need for change, of, something needs to change, something needs to be let go of to perhaps move to the next level, whether that's within the connection, or as a single person. And with your Wheel of Fortune here, that's your destiny emotion, and that's why I feel like this is a karmic connection where you've met each other to help each other learn, these valuable soul lessons, which are all about staying true to you and, facing perhaps, whatever the fears or insecurities are within this Devil card. So with your feelings towards your person, we have the Ten of Pentacles. And this is all about, wanting to, really build something for the future. To really put that work in and invest and build to, something that really does stand the test of time with your person. And with your challenge, we have the Knight of Cups. Because I feel the question here is, with this Ten of Pentacles, wanting that long-term stability, wanting that life partner. But is this really the right person for you? And by staying in this, does it perhaps potentially block you from a new offer of love coming in your future? And the hidden influence here is the Page of Pentacles. So the hidden influence is, something that might be impacting the connection in some way. And this is all about perhaps being open to a new path, a new beginning of some sort. But sometimes, we can get, very, very caught up on the potential as opposed to perhaps facing, the reality of, what is. And you know, these opposite energies, you know, like I was saying, like they can work sometimes because we can bring out different aspects and sides of each other. And so sometimes that can be something that's harmonized. And I feel for many of you Leos, that's the big question here. You know, is this something that, you know, can be worked on and you can get, you know, back on the same page, that you can realign your energies again and create that harmony within the connection? Or is it indeed, you know, something that has just kind of run its course? But of course too, you know, we have to then, you know, really look at our shadows and let go perhaps of the potential of, you know, what we saw as a long-term thing with this person. So with your advice and guidance from the universe, we have the Three of Cups, and this is all about community, celebration, spending time, you know, with friends, loved ones. And I feel about, you know, surrounding yourself as much as you can with people that, you know, really lift your spirits. And, you know, this is a card also that lets you know that you have support around you. You have that strong support network of friends, family and loved ones. And with your potential outcome, we have the Page of Cups. And this is water energy. This is emotion. Sometimes this can be a new love coming in for you. It's about creative new beginnings. And so for some of you, this can be your person transformed and a renewal within the relationship. And for others, this might be a whole new offer of love coming in for you. So Leo, let's get your person's hidden message for you. I wish things could be different. My life is not as together as it seems. I love you unconditionally. It's time for me to heal now. Okay, Leo, I'm going to leave it there. So if this reading resonated, you know, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, no matter what comes through in a reading, moving forwards, always trust what feels right for you. So thanks so much for being here, and I wish you a great month ahead.